So with that being said, I mean the only thing that happened the other night was stats because boy, that game was surely boring, right? We got to talk about it, man. Broncos 10-7. They beat the Raiders and with an 8-2 record, they say it's the best in the NFL. I mean, we already know they got one of the best pass rushing teams in the league because they lead in the league in sacks, right? But 46. So Dave, with all that, Bo Nix, Sean Payton, do you believe that the Broncos are true contenders?
No, I don't. Only because the offense is just so inconsistent. Um, Whether you want to say it's Sean Payton and the play calling, whether you want to say it's Bo Nix or as Carl would say Bo Picks, I I just don't. The defense is so great that you want to say yes because it's clearly the best defense in football. You got the no fly zone, and the defense looked phenomenal last night with PS2, the reigning defensive player of the year, not even playing in the game.
That's a fact.
But the offense just looks stagnant. I mean, you don't have a clear running game, honestly. I mean, J.K. Dobbins does what he can to produce some runs, but we know hopefully he's healthy throughout the year. He almost had a thousand yards last year with the Chargers, so he's doing what he can this year to help this run game out. But it seems like Bo Nix can't seem to make good decisions, especially like he doesn't step up in the pocket when he needs to. He doesn't. He's not reading the defense well enough at times. There was a what should have been a clear touchdown in the red zone where he just underthrew it terribly. Like the receiver was wide. I think it was receiver. The tight end was wide open on the side, and he stepped up late and just underthrew it. I'm like, what was that? The game was so boring last night, Tomo. I fell asleep. I fell asleep. I had to get back up and rewatch the game after it was already over, just to see exactly how it went. Because it just, but it's so you got games like when they played against the Eagles, they came back and won. But look what they had to do to come back and win that game.
That's true.
That's not sustainable when it comes to winning a championship. Like I know neither one of us want to talk about this, but look at the Eagles. When you look at when they won the title last year, they struggled offensively somewhat. However, the run game was still consistent. The
True.
defense was still good. And they weren't coming back down 30 points to try to win games. They didn't have to worry about that. The Broncos just don't seem to be able to have it together. And they already have one loss in their division to the Chargers. So are they? I mean, the Chargers could still has a good chance to win this division. So I right now I gotta say no. I have to see more, and most of their wins are against teams that are under 500, and they're struggling against these teams. They're not blowing these teams out. They're struggling against them. The
They're not
Raiders,
bluff.
a team that has struggled, even though they have their best weapon, Brock Bowers back, they just can't seem to get it together. So my answer, no.
See, I'm with you on the offensive inconsistencies because you are correct there, right? And some people would sit back and say, as a Cowboy fan, that's why I said that some teams they struggled against. And, you know, they took one team, took them out back, and said, you know what, we got something for you. But with that being said, and perhaps Sertan got hurt in that game, so some would think that the Cowboys would have took better opportunity there, but yet look what happened. And it's funny that everything that you said about this Broncos team was the opposite when they played the Dallas Cowboys because J.K. Dobbins was hitting. The wide receivers were there. Bo Nix looked like that elite quarterback that everyone's saying that he is, comparing him with Drake May and everybody that's in this draft class, right? Because we're talking about Drake May, JD5, Caleb, and things like that. But the one consistent thing on this team is the defense, right? Is we know that they're going to get to the quarterback some way, somehow. I mean, and with that being said, you kind of know that your secondary can just cover for a little bit because the pass rush is going to get there, right? And when they get to the playoffs, the last time we seen Bo Nix in the playoffs, they did play the Bills, right? No, no, no. They played the Steelers, right? Was that them that played the Steelers last year in the playoffs? I think that was them. No, no, they played the Bills. I think they played the Bills in the playoffs.
I
Let
think it
me
was the Bills.
Let me
No,
prove.
no, it definitely wasn't Steelers because the Steelers played the Ravens and got blown out in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
so it had them in the bill. It was the Bills because I needed Bo Nix to for the FJA campaign. I was like, if they let a rookie come in there and do that to him, so it was the Bills. But again, you thought he would have took another leap. I'm with you on. I need to see a little bit more. I give them 2 more games. I'm not going to say they're not. I wouldn't say they're pretenders. I would give you that. Like if I was sitting up here and talking about the Broncos, I would never say they're pretenders because of their defense. Once the offense gets to clicking in the right way, and I think that goes back to Sean Payton play calling. If you hit up Bibby in the chats, he'll tell you about that. That's one of the things that's always been on his brain is like, what is he going to do with the screens and things like that. So okay, they put it right there. Broncos versus okay, so it was the Bills. So yeah, nah. If I got to pick an answer, I'm gonna say they're contenders, but not true contenders. Like true contenders are the Chiefs. Like you say, true contenders are that Eagles team.
I can't even say the Chiefs are true contenders right now. I know that
But
they have the history, but they look inconsistent right now too. They just got the dog walk by the Bills. So
but people know but the Chiefs have bad regular seasons, and then when they get in the playoffs, it's like you can't bet against them. Like so, when I think of a true contender, like I'm not gonna bet against them once he gets to the playoffs. It's like Brady. Like the Patriots
but
teams didn't look that good, but it's like don't bet against Brady.
I feel you. I feel you. But there were think about the times when Brady was there. How many times were they not leading the division or at least in playoff contention?
Yeah, that division is
The
kind of
Chiefs
weak.
are not leading the division, and then right now they're out of the playoffs.
That
So
division is
I,
weak.
I can't
You are
put them
right
as
there.
true. I can't put the Chiefs as true contenders right now. I'm sorry.
Now I
That's
said contender. I'm no. Well, yeah, that did say when if you think of a true contender, I do think of that. I think I'm also saying true contender because I think of the quarterback, right? And the same thing
well,
with the
yeah.
Eagles, right? The same thing with the Eagles. Some people would say the Eagles aren't true contenders if you're hating on them, but that team is a true contender because once they get in the playoffs, they have things that you can rely on. Like you said, you could rely on that run game. You could rely on the defense making plays and the quarterback not turning the ball over. When you try to compare something like that to what the Broncos is, can you really rely on their run game? Can you really rely on the quarterback not having turnovers? Like the only thing that you can really truly know that's going to show up that day is the pass rush. And if Sertan is there, then you got the no fly zone. But it's just one of two. When we think of true contenders, you like think of all three. Look at
Yeah.
Joe.
And Joe, no, where are the Chiefs right now? If the playoffs started today, are they in the playoffs? No, they're not. I'm talking about right now at this moment. I'm not saying that they can't be, that they won't be. I'm not saying that. I'm saying at this moment right now, they're not true contenders. They're not in the playoffs. They're third in their division.
And Joe, how you in the comments? I thought you
You in the
supposed to be back
comments? Yeah, you're supposed to be backstage.
on your day off. It's like,
Come on.
but if
But
you, I
no.
think with Joe, I'll let you finish your what you were saying about the Chiefs. I think in totality, you saying overall, do you think they're not true contenders? Because right now,
Overall, I would say that they are. But at this moment, right now, if everything started right now, no, they're not. They're not. They don't look good. They don't look good right now.
so let me ask you this: if the Chiefs get in the playoffs, what teams do you think can beat them?
I don't think any team can beat them if they get in the playoffs.
So then that will make them true contenders.
If they get into the playoffs, at this moment, they're not in the playoffs. This is what I'm saying.
I, okay, I'm gonna let you go with the right now.
Look, all I'm saying is look at the rankings right now. Look at the rankings right now. They're out of the playoffs. They're not in it right now.
So who are the true contenders in the AFC? The Broncos got the best record, but who are the true? That's a good question, Joe. So who is it then?
Remains to be seen.
Nah, Dave,
Remains to be
Dave. It's
seen.
been 3 years since you've been here. You gotta give us
Here
something.
you go. Here you go. Here you go. Um, right now,
Colts.
Colts, yes, but then you got to think about Daniel Jones. Are we is he reverting back to the Daniel Jones we saw in New York?
All right, let me
But
do this for you.
they did make the big splash trade and go and get Sauce Gardner. So their defense just got that. But they're one of their best defensive linemen, DeForest Buckner, is now on injured reserve. So he's out for at least 4 games. Could be more.
All right, so I'm gonna go down because the Broncos have the best record in the
Mhm.
NFL, right? So I just said the Colts, they got the second best record in the AFC. I'm gonna go next team, Patriots.
Mm, Patriots defense has been phenomenal, especially against quarterbacks. Not a lot of quarterbacks really have great games against them. So eh, I would I would say they're a contender. I don't know about true contenders yet, but they are a contender.
Did they cut the light? Oh, that was a super chat. My bad, Joe. All right,
Mhm.
so shout out to Joe with the 4.99. He producing from the Joe. We gonna talk to you when we get off air. But
No, bro.
shout out to the best network. Who are the contenders in the AFC? All right, so you said all right. We left off at the Patriots, so I'm going down right now. You Steelers,
I don't know. Their defense is not good enough.
Bills,
Yes, I still say the Bills are contenders.
true contenders.
True contenders, yeah. Bills are still true contenders. They're a consistent playoff team, and they're still in the playoff picture right now. They're not leading their division at the moment, but they still have a chance to win it.
And what about? I'm gonna leave it off at the Chargers because I think we would agree the Jaguars right now. It's too early to we on that now. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too early on that, but yeah, I mean, the teams that we would think are true contenders are teams that are right now not in the playoff. They are not in the playoff picture, and that's the Chiefs and the Ravens.
That is true. And the rest of the conference is a little shaky.
But the thing is, are they going to get into the playoffs? We don't know that right now. The Chiefs are, like I said, the Chiefs are third in their division right now. They got the Broncos and Chargers ahead of them.
And the Broncos got a 3-game lead on them right now too.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Broncos still have to play them twice, so the Broncos haven't played them yet, but still.
Donovan McDonough is crazy. All right, so the good thing about this show and the good thing about the playoffs is they got to come around the corner, and these are recorded. So we gonna always have to come back and revisit it because if the Broncos fall off the face of the earth, well, not only in the chats is Bib, we gonna have to hear it, but he's also gonna have to hear it on air because we gonna have to say, well, I thought you all were contenders, not true because of your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But this next team, they are true contenders in the NFC. Some would say both of them are. I don't believe in the quarterback, but we're gonna flip it.